Hello, welcome to Whittier Stitches. My name's Kat and this is Flosstube number 2. Today we are in my dining room slash craft room. It is the middle of the day, so it's bright enough to come sit out here. I apologize for the glare on the glasses. We have big windows all in this area, so there's no way to avoid it, unfortunately, without closing every single blind, and then the good lighting goes away. I am getting over, in the process of getting over, a pretty nasty sinus infection, so excuse the voice and throat clearing. I will try not to do that too much. Let's see, what do I have this week? I forgot to grab it. Hold on. I have a start and finish, a new start, 2 new project bags, and then 3 whips. So, sorry, my chair's rolling and it's going all over the place. So let's jump right in. What do I want to start with? My start and finish. Look at my little guy. Boo! Isn't he so cute? And this glows, thread glows, frame glows. He is taped in there pretty good. He is on sticky board. This is a mystery linen. It's super small, way smaller than my 32 count. So I would guess probably 36 or 40 count. I've never officially seen those that were labeled. But this little guy is my own little pattern. He's on my Ko-Fi for free if you want him. If not, whatever. But he was for my Halloween card exchange I did through the Witchy Stitcher group. One of the people there host card exchanges for almost every holiday, and I sent this little pattern out with my cards, and just had to stitch one myself because he's super cute. Look at the little baby. Look at the little baby. Anyways, so yeah, that was a start and a finish. I spent all day, one whole day on him with my little headlight magnifying glass thing, because tiny, super tiny threads on black fabric was very difficult. So, and I had a new start, is somewhere, here it is, in one of my new project bags. I did unzip everything this time, look at me. And I also printed out some project tracker cards. So this is the Arcana S from Kari. And it is on Charles Craft 18 count fiddler's cloth, because they didn't have 18 or 16 count oatmeal Ada, which is the suggested color. I'm doing it with 1 strand of DMC 336 and 1 strand of Anchor Black. And this is where I'm at. As you can see, there is a ghost of stitches past. I had gotten, oh Lord, how do I, I'm just gonna stick this behind it. Okay, let's do this. I'd gotten 3 done all the way down and 3 done when I realized I missed a space right here. So this was 1 stitch too short. And so I took a picture and I sent it to Uncanny Kari through Instagram, and I kept working my other way back up and around. And I asked, hey, you know, I missed this stitch. If I leave this how it is, my frame's gonna be 1 stitch too short. Can I leave it or do I need to frog it? And she was like, I'm so sorry, but unfortunately you're gonna have to frog it. 1 stitch too short is gonna throw off the entire thing. So I had to frog these 3 here because I had 3 across, and then these right here. Then I started redoing them. I'm almost done with the frame. I have to put in, finish this triangle, and then put in another one, and then there's 2 little dots or 2 little stitches, and then the frame will be done. This is the first release, the first part of the frame. I think the second part of the frame comes out in like a week. I think it's been a week since this was released. So yeah, the second part of the frame should be out in a week. And again, that is the Arcana S from Uncanny Kari. That is available through Patreon only, but even the $1 tier unlocks it. So I mean, if you can afford to give more than that, then do that. Otherwise, I mean, even just $1 a month, man, you get a probably super cool new SAO. I'm personally excited about it. It's supposed to be tarot card themed, from my understanding. So that goes back in there with this. I started it on September 23rd, which was the date that it was released. And I literally messed up my first day stitching on it. So, you know, let's see. Next. Oh, and that fiddler's cloth was technically part of my haul. I did not own that yet, so I had to go out and get some. So the fiddler's cloth was haul for this past week. Next we're gonna go with my Sims sampler, which is back in its grime guard because I actually worked on it. Look at that. I put in stitches. I haven't touched this thing since February, and 2 separate days I sat down and put a couple of stitches, well, a few stitches in. And this is the Sims Sampler Sal by me. Whittier stitches on Charles Craft 28 count Monaco, and I started this on December 8th last year, and I'm still not done. Wah, wah, wah. Whatever, it'll be finished whenever it's finished. And pulling it out for my little whip parade last week made me realize I wanted to work on it a little bit. So I did. This one is the Steady Thread Blackwork Sal by Claire Bradshaw, who is the designer at the Steady Thread. This is on Charles Craft 16 count Ada that I dyed myself. And since you saw it last, I have put in some more stitches. I wouldn't say a whole lot, but I pulled it out and I touched it. So progress, right? So here we are. Yay. There you go. Isn't it pretty? Gosh, this color is gorgeous. And this is like the true color that it's showing right now. This is it. Like, oh, it's delicious. It just screams bees and happiness, and bright, happy times, in my opinion anyways. And my last whip is my big old Mac Daddy Mom's House. It is on the scroll frame because I did not feel like taking it off this time. And I misplaced, I used to use Pattern Keeper, so I have like a little cheap Android tablet that I use for it. Now I use Markup for most of my stuff, but this one I couldn't switch over. So I continued to use that old tablet for Pattern Keeper, and I misplaced it. So instead of trying to fuss with all of the counting and all of this, I know this blue is just boom, blue all the way across. So I went with the easy part and just did a bunch of the blue. I'm still in 11%. I think I'm up to like 11.36% or something, because I did end up finding the tablet and I put in all the stitches that I did after the fact. So yeah, that one is at 11.36%, and I worked on it one day this past week. Gave a lot of time to the Uncanny Kari's Arcana Sal, depends on where you're at in the world. Either way, that one got a lot of my time and attention, especially since I messed up that whole area. It took me an hour to frog out all the messed up stitches. I did it sitting in my kids' carpool lane, because what else am I gonna do sitting in carpool? I got there extra early just so I would have time to do it, and I was literally pulling out the last stitch when it was time for me to roll forward. It took me the whole hour. So I guess, let's see, haul. Aside from the fiddler's cloth, I did get a couple other things. One, I don't know, would you call this a haul? It's my other project bag I made. I did make two, so this is the second one. Ooh, ah, pretty. And what's in here is part of my haul as well. I got a new Bella Filipina, my first Bella Filipina. This has been on my wish list for a long time, but this is going to be Gaia, the Earth Goddess. She's, wow, okay, that's a lot of glare. I don't know how to show it. There we go. She's gorgeousness. I love her. She's wonderful. That's a little better. I do not have her fabric yet. It has not arrived. I did order fabric for her from Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers. And when I placed the order, it said their processing time right now is 4 to 8 weeks, and that does not include weekends or holidays. So it might be a little while before we see this one started, but she's gorgeous. I'm in love with her. I ordered her and the Karen water lily that she needs, as well as the Krynex and the big old pack of beads. I ordered all of this off of 123 Stitch at the same time, and same day I ordered the fabric. My grandma actually helped me pick out the fabric, so hopefully she's super cute on it, and I think she will be. So I have about half of the DMCs. I will get the other half before the fabric gets here. I have already pulled out and looked at the floss list and all that. And then the only other bit of haul I had was from when I went to go get the fiddler's cloth from Joann's. I picked up the Halloween edition of Just Crossstitch, because I want to do some cute little Halloween ornaments, though I just got my, okay, so I'm in the Fandom Crossstitch group, and they're doing a Smalls gift exchange for Christmas this year. And I got my person already, and I've gotten the hints from them on the things that they like. So I'm probably actually not going to start this. I'm going to go ahead and dive right into doing the Christmas exchange small, because it takes me forever and a day to finish things, and I would actually like to get my stuff sent out on time. We're supposed to have everything mailed out by December 1st, and the person that I'm mailing to might take a while to get their stuff, because I did join. I did say I was willing to send international, so I need to get that done and out fairly early if possible. I have already ordered the stuff I'm doing for them. I will not be showing that on this channel until it has already been received. So there will be secret haul and secret whips and secret starts and all that fun stuff. And y'all can see it all after it's done. I'll take pictures, and that should be that. Keep saying a lot. I'm sorry. I know that's annoying. It drives me insane when other people do it, but here I am. Anywho, so that's it for stitchiness. After that, we have, let's see, little mini life update. I got my hair fixed. As y'all saw last time, I had the blonde ends. Got that tinted. Then I got a Halloween hair, which was a surprise. My hairstylist, I always allow her to do whatever she wants. So she gave me this spooky Halloween hair. I love it. It's purple, orange, and green. And we just did like the peekaboo, right? The green's not showing up on camera. What the hey, man? There's like a big, this is green. Why does it look like that on camera? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is green. This is not whatever this funky color is looking. I promise it's green. Either way, it's like a bright greeny yellow-ish color. I did start Little Women on Audible. I am in chapter 9. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I know I've said I've tried to read this book many times throughout my life. I have never known what it was about. Never heard anybody talk about it. Never seen like the movie, nothing. The way I got interested in this book was, I don't know, like I think 2nd grade, maybe. Me and my sister and my then step siblings were taken to a bookstore and told that we could get a book, but that it couldn't be a kid's book. It needed to be a chapter book because we were little, you know? So they were trying to encourage us to do chapter books. And my sister picked out The Scarlet Letter. She's a couple years older than me. And I picked out Little Women. And I carried that book from house to house to house to house for so many years. And I think when I was 18 and I moved from North Carolina to Washington is when I finally let go of that book. Sorry. But I've still picked it up a couple times from the library and tried to read it, and I never made it into the story. So I am at chapter 9. Woo! I'm not finished with it, but I'm into chapter 9, and I am actually thoroughly enjoying the story so far. My favorite character is not even one of the Little Women. It's the little neighbor boy, and I cannot remember his name for the life of me right now. But yeah, the neighbor kid. He's my favorite character so far. I'm sure that might change. I'm pretty early into the book. Now, Audible, it's the 4-book collection, so it's the Little Women, the second part of Little Women, something about boys, and then one about Joe. I don't remember. I think there was Little Men and then Joe's Boys. But it doesn't, like in the chapter list, it doesn't tell you when it switches from one book to the other. It's just like 38 chapters. So, I have no clue. Was it 98 chapters? I don't remember how many chapters it was. It was a lot, okay? It was way more than I was expecting. So I don't know how far into it I am. I don't know when it's going to change, if it'll be like, oh, hey, you know, we're switching to this book. I'll find out when I get to that point. But either way, it is a story set in... I can't remember details. Old time up north in the U.S. It's a family that used to be well off and then became less so. And the dad went off to be like a clergyman with the military and left mom and daughter's home. And so far it's a lot about how the girls are being raised. And how their goal is to be little women, as their dad calls them in his letters that he writes to them. So that's as far as I've gotten on that. That's it for the book. I'm not very good at remembering details. That's why I can read the same books over and over and over and over and still be excited every time I read them, because I forget what happened shortly after I read it. Let's see what's next. I have been watching Flosstube. I finally seen all of the Mission Impossibles. My husband, I say he's my husband, my fiance has declared his life's work done because he finally got me to watch every single Mission Impossible. We watched them completely out of order. First one I watched was 6, and then I think we watched 3. No, then we watched 4, and I went back and watched 1 and 2, and then I went and watched 5. So, like, we watched them all out of order. But I've finally seen all of them, so, but, yeah. And then on Flosstube, I found, they are not a new Flosstuber, but they are new to me. The Witch Stitchery, maybe? I might be saying that wrong. I might need to look that up real quick. Hold on. Okay. It's the Lunar Witch Stitchery. There you go. I had to look it up real quick. And I went back and started with their first video, and so I'm working my way forward. Of course, I watched Cinematic's new video. I've been catching up on La Dee. I've been behind on hers for a long time because her videos are amazing, but they are on the longer side, so sometimes I have a hard time staying up to date on those. So what I've been doing is putting them on while I'm cleaning and just propping my phone up, and then either just turning the volume up really loud or wearing Bluetooth headphones and walking around. And whenever I hear her talk about, you know, I'm at this point, I'll look over to see like the project while she's holding it up, but while she's just talking, I'll walk around and clean or do whatever it is I'm doing. But she's been keeping me company a lot the last 2 days as I attempt to catch up on her videos, because her voice is just lovely to listen to, so why not? I think, what is it? Ali Z is crafty. Watched her videos for the first time. I've seen all of them now. I'm up to date. She's fun to watch. I enjoy her projects. And I think that's it. That's all I have for now. Yeah, that's it. So, bye guys.